Welcome to Ecuador. We've been here about 21 days, have about 13 more days to go. We're traveling north to south through all the Andes Mountains. And we left Quito to go to Otavalo, to go to Cotacachi, to go back to Quito, to go to Mendoza, to go back to Quito, to go to Baños, then Cuenca. And we're now in Loja, getting ready to go south to Bicabamba. It has been amazing. The scenery is unbelievable. And the minute I see something I think can't be better, I see something better. It is just forever going, wow. The food here is amazing. They grow vegetables here that are just wow, but they don't eat it. They eat rice and beans and plantains and potatoes. And in America, you can get your beef hamburger 75, 80, 85, 90, 95% lean. It's 100% lean here. Earlier this year, I had a friend come to see Cynthia and we bought some amazing ribeye steaks. They were about 1.5 inches thick, well marbled, so tender you could cut it with a butter knife. Here, they cut the beef and pork that has no fat in it, paper thin, so that you can eat it. It's so tough. But it's delicious. The forks and spoons are much smaller because I drink so much coffee. My hands shake sometimes and I spill it and have to start all over again. It takes a while. But the juice, I can't, some of it I'm learning, but I started older. A young person could adapt faster. But some of this I have a hard time drinking, but Cynthia loves it. But I love how patient and kind the people are. And you don't tip in Ecuador, which is refreshing because I'm kind of we've just overdone it in America. But driving here has been interesting. I'm forever amazed just how dangerous these people are. I remember coming from Cuenca to Baños. I was just about to enter a turn when the guy behind me decided it was time to pass me. At the same time, the guy behind him decided to pass him. So we're entering a blind turn with 3 cars abreast on a 2-lane road. Think about that. I hit the brakes, of course, trying to keep anything from happening. But it's pretty much like that everywhere I go. And I could tell story after story. Their road systems, nothing makes any sense. It's just bad. There's no design or thought. Up in the mountains at highway speeds, there was a sign that said, merge left into the next lane, which, as it turns out, was oncoming traffic. About 50 feet after that sign, the road stopped. And that's pretty typical of the whole thought. You're on a right lane, a 4-lane road that says you can go straight or turn right. And the next second it says right turn only. It's just, nothing makes sense. I decided to look it up because I was so amazed at how bad the drivers are in Ecuador. And sure enough, they are some of the worst drivers in all of South America with the highest accident count. And the article said it's because they don't understand or are not aware of the time it's going to take to get somewhere, so they're in a rush, which doesn't make any sense. All this happens when they get behind the wheel of a car. It's just like something changes in them. They'll merge right in front of you without you. I don't even know they're merging. They're just cutting aside midway. They're middle of the cars toward the front of my car, and they start coming to me. They said that they don't follow the rules. They speed. The speed bumps here are massive, nothing like America's ever seen, and they're everywhere. And Cynthia says is to slow these drivers down. The expat forums say to Americans not to drive here. It's too cheap. Taking buses and taxis. Taxis are $1.25. There's no need to have a car, and the road systems just aren't designed very well, and the drivers are so bad. It's true. Coming from Cuenca to Loja was absolutely amazing. It was a cloud forest, so the most green mountains and grass I'd ever seen. But it was also eye-opening. There was rain, so there were lots of massive rock slides and mudslides. Whole sections of road missing with a free fall of like 30 feet, and sections being one part of one lane. And the way they don't mark it with barricades and cones, they mark it with branches and some mounds of dirt. I mean, if you missed that, it would be a bad day. In one place, the heavy machines were digging a path through a mudslide, and the side of the mudslide toward the mountainside was about 12 feet high. And instead of bolstering underneath the current where the concrete went, the drive was, and then rebuilding it, they just cut further into the mountain, which of course makes the mountain even more steep, which is of course going to make more rock slides and mudslides. But that's just the way they do it. It's crazy. Loja is a beautiful town. It's a college town, and that's where Cynthia's son's going to school. It was first formed in the mid-1500s by the Spanish, but about 35 miles away in a canyon. And they built a fortification there to protect all the gold. Apparently at one time, there was a lot of gold in this area. But a massive earthquake soon after that moved it 35 miles to where it is now. It's one of the key places in Ecuador that they produce coffee. There was the first and is maybe the only windmill electric generation plants is in Loja. So apparently there's always a breeze. It's about 6,800 feet high, and there's about 250,000 people here. And apparently Saturdays are big days for the Ecuadorians. So we went downtown Saturday, and it was just crazy. People park on the sidewalks. They double park everywhere, meaning they're parking in the lane, blocking all the cars behind them because they want to, or they'll put their blinkers on. Sometimes there's an empty parking space next to them, but they still double park in the lane. They park and right at the intersections, so you can't see where the cars are going, who's coming towards you. It was so crowded. It was just, I did not enjoy it. Then we went to a grocery store, and likewise, it was just slam packed. But Cynthia and I went this morning downtown, and it was a Sunday morning, early, and it was a ghost town. And the town is absolutely beautiful. So in this video, it will be on Loja, which means I've skipped Mendo, Baños, and Cuenca. Those are coming. But I hope that you enjoy the video, and I hope you'll keep up with us. This place is amazing. License, they took the course. He went around us just to turn off and go into town. So that doesn't make any sense.
I'm proud of my videos. Oh, this is pretty.
Parking on that. Not bad. Second bedroom. I think this is about $40 a night. Overlooking the city. There's wind turbines up there on top of that hill. Hey, honey. We get to enjoy the nice bar down in the city. Beautiful. Where we're having breakfast. There's my wife. Beautiful little place. What? I don't know what. Cynthia makes coffee out of milk, and I use her
Gracias.
to make for my coffee. There's floating things in it.
That's
Hey, honey. How you doing, honey?